Day 4, we left Pelican Keys heading to Placencia. On the way, we stopped to have lunch at Craw Key, where we did snorkeling. The coral around the island was absolutely beautiful. The camera doesn't do it justice. After we're done snorkeling and eating lunch, we head to Placencia. This is us docked in Placencia and looking around. There's a cruise ship. That's Norwegian's island out there. It's called Harvest Key. There's 2 cruise ships. There's one there and one there. But that is Norwegian. They dock down by dock at Harvest Key in Placencia. The rest of this is Placencia. We went into town that night. We didn't have dinner on the boat. We had dinner in town. And we just walked around. I didn't take my camera, so this is the only view I have of Placencia. We had a great night in Placencia. Walked around, did a little shopping, did a little eating, and had a few cocktails. And went back to the boat and woke up to day 5. All right, now we're in day 5. Woke up in the morning, saw the sunrise, saw dolphins, and then we got the excitement of driving and docking the boat. It's a big 51-foot catamaran, and it's kind of nerve-wracking pulling it up to a dock because you had 2 engines, and obviously we're learning to sail, so this was pretty cool to get the opportunity to do this. You just take your time, do it slow, toss a rope to the guy on the dock, and hopefully you get it right. It's a pretty heavy boat, so you're not pulling it in, so you just have to be careful when you're coming up. You're not stopping this thing quick. And I volunteered to go first, so this was the first time that we were doing this. Then we're on our way to Tobacco Key. And I just took a little video of us sailing a little bit with the sail coming down as we're pulling up to Tobacco Key. So we had to pull the sail down before we got close to the island. And then we used our motors to get close all the way in. Before we got to Tobacco Key, caught a fish here. It was a barracuda. I was down watching the lines most of the time. So here we got the fish in, barracuda, and CJ's taking it off the hook here. Then we're gonna take pictures with it. It wasn't a big barracuda, but it was fun. Then you gotta always push it closer to the camera. It makes it look bigger. Old fishing joke. And CJ and I taking a picture. Here is Tobacco Key. Tobacco Key is right on the reef. It's a tiny 5-acre island located, like I said, directly on the Belize Barrier Reef within the Southwater Key Marine Reserve. Here we're on the dock walking in. Took the dinghy to get to the island. There's a little bar right off to the right. We're gonna go have a few cocktails and walk around the island. Tobacco Key is known for its off-the-grid, rustic vibe. The island is a popular destination for snorkelers and divers with no cars or paved roads. It has a permanent population of roughly 20 to 30 people and a few small eco-lodges. It's located 10 miles east of Dangriga in southern Belize. Here I'm just taking, there's all these conch shells along the shore. The sun is setting.
A trumpet sings like a bird in flight. Twirl me closer under the moon tonight.
Here's some colorful houses. They're right on the water's edge. No air conditioning, but with the breeze blowing off the sea, it was cool there. Here's a restaurant. And in the distance there you see the reef. Walking out around the island was quite beautiful. Quite peaceful also. The views were amazing. Mangroves are very important for the islands. Here's a big pile of conch shells. Here's another resort. This dog in front of us right here followed me around the entire island. Need to be careful. Need to beware of falling coconuts. Here's another little area of view. This would be amazing to have. Now, I was walking and I saw a little dugout canoe. That'd be a little wobbly. Then you got another resort here. Reef's End. Here's the resort to your left, and here's your view. As the sun's setting, here we're going to continue walking. There's my old buddy dog again. This was all part of that resort. Peek around the building, see the sun setting again. And we're back towards the bar. And there's a boat going across the sunset. All right, day 6. We're on our way to Rendezvous Key. It's our last day, last night on the boat. We got up, had a great breakfast. Like every meal on this boat was fantastic. Natalie was our chef and she outdid herself every meal. The whole trip was fantastic. In the distance there, you can see the little small island, the white island. That's Rendezvous Key. Cruise ships use it for a stop for like a excursion. It's got great snorkeling and great scuba diving around the island. It's a little tiny private sandy coral island, and it's located 16 nautical miles southeast of Belize City. It's known for its pristine white sand, turquoise waters, and thriving marine life. And like I said, it's a remote day trip destination. Here we're pulling in, and they have a caretaker on the island. His name's Bobo. So we're trying to get Bobo's attention so we can dock the boat. Here they have some huge rays around the island. Here we're walking off the dock, and as you see, one's just swimming right there by the dock. Rendezvous Key. It's a very small island, easy to walk around. I mean, not even 5 minutes to walk around the island. You can see all around the island. I'll show you in a second. Remember, beware of the falling coconuts. Here we are, enjoying the day. And there I just turned around and you can see the entire island. It wasn't very big at all. Here's an osprey sitting on a sign. Sailboat in the distance, catamaran. Coming to dock also. It was with the same company we went with, Belize Sailing Vacations. There's the osprey, takes off flying. Here's the ray. I had no food for it. I just stepped in the water and he came right up to me. Of course, they're fed all the time on the island, so they're very friendly. And when he's sitting there by my legs, you can feel him sucking the sand around my feet. He was looking for something to eat. It was really cool because they're very, very soft on their bottom side, so it was very smooth. Now the top side was smooth there, but their tails are very rough, so they're called rough tail ray. Here's 2 iguanas that stayed on the island so long they were petrified. Here, Bobo's giving us some fish he caught, or the little sardines to feed the rays. You put your hand down there and they just suck it on off your hand. It was pretty cool. Here's a few more coming. There's Gigi feeding all the rays. Look at them all come to her. These were big rays, but very timid. Well, just don't stand on them or nothing. Day 7, great sunrise, great breakfast. Went to Belize City, got off the boat, had a wonderful trip. Can't say enough about this trip. If you ever get a chance to do it, it's awesome. Belize sailing vacation.